Hi, everyone. Welcome to Out of Bounds, presented by Ghostline Entertainment, our 2014 finale here at Danny South Restaurant. We are located just across the street from Ralph Wilson Stadium, the home of the Buffalo Bills. Winners, finally, at Gillette Stadium against the New England Patriots. They break the curse. Tonight, a special show for you because it is our final show of 2014, and we wanted to really devote the show to our co-host tonight, Danorris Searcy, and thank him for such a tremendous season, not only on the field, but here as well. So it's just going to be Danorris and I, and we'll wrap up the season and look forward to next year. So thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. All right, thank you. All right, let's start with yesterday. First of all, we'll get into some other stuff later, but man, how good does it feel Sunday to walk into Gillette Stadium finally and be part of the group that actually wins for the first time ever in that stadium?
It feels good. It feels good, especially a lot of guys like me and Aaron Williams and Marcel. That's the type of things we talked about when they drafted us. So, by being our fourth, it took our fourth year to get the job done, but we finally got it done, man. And it felt real great.
And you know what? I don't care who's playing on the other side. I don't care how long they play. You still held Tom Brady out of the end zone, and then you held Jimmy Garoppolo out of the end zone. So it was a really good defensive effort. Just talk about the preparation that went in, even though you guys had to overcome the emotional loss of last week, preparing for that offense and being able to keep them out of the end zone for 4 quarters.
We had great motivation going into that game. We knew that it's a chance for us to get a winning season. Of course, we came up short in the playoff picture. That was our main goal. But we couldn't pass up on the opportunity to finish with a winning record, and we took that week like any normal week, same level of focus and intensity, and we just came out and got the job done.
All right, so I got to ask you, it's got to be bittersweet, but how do you feel? I mean, you have 9 wins, which is the most since 2004 for this organization, yet you don't make the playoffs, which everyone knows is the stated goal of the team, so you kind of got to feel a little weird about that. What is the feeling inside you after something like that?
It's nerve-wracking knowing that we're a couple wins here and there away from making it to the playoffs. But getting a winning season, being part of the team that had the first winning season since you said was 94?
2004.
Was 2004?
Yep.
I mean,
10 years.
That was crazy. So, I mean, it's a great feeling to accomplish that. We know where the organization is headed. We want to continue to climb.
All right, so yesterday also defensively, you guys did a really nice job of getting to Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo, 4th down plays. Seemed like the secondary was in a hitting mood yesterday. I saw you a couple times stick your nose in there. You came up a couple times. Bud Carpenter working out on the sidelines.
Yeah.
So even the last game of the year, there was no, hey, I'm getting out of here healthy. You guys were laying the wood a little bit. Talk about that a little bit.
Like I said, just going in there, we obviously knew New England didn't have too much to play for. They didn't even play most of their guys, but we knew that was the last time that this group may be together, so we just want to go out there and lay it on the line for each other.
Talk about the group that is together. Kyle Williams, he's been in this organization for a very long time. You have some guys that have been here a little bit longer than you, but now you're one of the veterans. Is this something you can at least take into the offseason and as a veteran say, look, this is how we got here. We need to improve that. How do you build upon it? Because it's a cliche. It's 8 months later. You can't really use momentum, but how do you build upon it in the offseason?
Just take this offseason head on, to take a couple weeks off. Some guys will take a little longer off to let their body recover from a long season. But then once we get cranked back up, man, you just gotta just keep working, man, keep the same level of focus. But like I said, we were a couple plays here from getting the 10 and 11 wins. So, I mean, do the little things that matter, do the little things that count, and we'll get those 10 and 11 wins in the next season. We already believe in each other. Guys out there, guys in this organization love each other. We trust each other. We love playing together with each other. It's just one big family. We want to keep it going.
How's your body? 16 games. You had a game a couple weeks ago where you didn't play, had a hamstring injury. Yesterday I saw you getting worked on, but those things happen throughout the course of a game. You play a physically demanding position. Right. You have to do a lot of things. So how's your body?
Like any normal season, I did a little bit more this season than others. I know every year my role on the team improved. I mean, so this year is just I'm sore, but it's a good sore. I went out there, I played my butt off. Got to play with the guys in the locker room. That each Sunday we went out there together. Each Sunday we went out on the field. We went out there together. And, no better way to end it was just a win. And when you get a win, your body don't hurt a little bit less after a win.
Have you learned differently, like how to take care of your body since the first time you came in the league till now? I mean, you're 4 years in. Mm-hmm. You understand more. You understand what it takes to navigate an entire season. What have you learned most about how to take care of your body from the start of training camp till the end of the season, from when you were a rookie till what you've learned now?
I learned by watching the older guys. When I came in and it was like George Wilson and Byron Scott. So they was guys who was 8-9 years, 8-9 years already in my rookie year. So I learned by watching them how they was able to maintain and carry their body throughout the season. Like I said, it's just doing the little things. And I think with us having a young team, we all had to learn how to do the little things. Even like this year, I was the oldest safety in the room, and I was just 25.
That's amazing.
So I mean, we all had to learn. We had to learn how to be professional, and we had to learn fast. Because when Rome came in, you know, a lot of the older guys left, so it was a very young team. So with the couple years we spent with Rome, each player, each young guy in that locker room has grown, and we've shown it this year with the type of play we put together.
All right, well, we're going to talk about the 2014 season. We come back. There were a lot of great highlights for this team. 9 wins, 9-7, the first winning season, 9-win season since 2004 for the Buffalo Bills. We'll ask Danorris what his fondest memories of the 2014 season were when we come back on Out of Bounds.
Welcome to Excuria Salon and Spa. We invite you to come in, enjoy, relax, and restore, serving you with the finest from traditional and modern techniques from around the world. Our stylists don't follow trends. They interpret and adapt cuts and colors for your individual lifestyle, while integrating the latest looks and in-hair fashion. Pamper yourself with our professional nail treatments, our European facials, or a relaxing massage. Excuria Salon and Spa. Share the experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Bova. Bova Family Chiropractic has been serving the Western New York community for over 20 years. Our professional staff will welcome you to a friendly environment. We specialize in acute and chronic pain for work injuries, motor vehicle accidents, and sports injuries. Full X-ray facility is on site for immediate treatment. We also provide preventative care with a licensed massage therapist on staff. Most insurances are accepted, including Medicare. Call today at 675-4134.
Skip the retailer, forget the wholesaler. Buy your diamonds where the pros buy. Come to Diamond Cutters of Western New York and see our brand new 4,400 square foot office showroom. We were the very first diamond cutting operation in Buffalo. We have the largest selection of loose diamonds in Western New York and have our own in-house custom designers. Our experienced staff can help you choose or custom create a jewelry design that fits your personal taste. Buy where your favorite players buy. Buy direct from the Diamond Cutter.
Out of Bounds is brought to you by Diamond Cutters of Western New York. Buy where the pros buy. Buy direct from the Diamond Cutter. Excuria Salon and Spa, the finest in traditional and modern techniques. Savor the experience. Bova Family Chiropractic, 1953 Ridge Road in West Seneca. Feel the healing hands. Stumps Gymnastics Center, 2187 Worley Drive in Williamsville. By Montebaro Heights, luxury senior apartments from the Brothers of Mercy. By Flixtures on the web at www.etsy.com/shop/fixtures. And by Buffalo Battleground Airsoft Arena and Store, providing birthday parties, walk-on play, and gaming 5 days a week.
And welcome back to Out of Bounds, presented by Ghostline Entertainment. We want to thank Danny South Restaurant. Danny's been here with us all year. It's the first time since I've been doing this show that we've actually had one location for every single TV show throughout the year. So thank you very much to Danny. We appreciate him for stepping up big time this year. We hope to be back next year with him as well, but we'll keep you updated on that as things go. Make sure you follow us online and things like that. Also, want to thank Excuria Salon and Spa and Diamond Cutters of Western New York, some of our sponsors who've been with us for a very long time. Without them, this show is not possible. Without this guy, it's not either. He stepped up in a big way. He didn't really start taking over the show until we lost our other host a few weeks in, and Danorris, we thank you for doing that. How did Kiki like having you as a TV star?
She kind of harassed me about it. She still does to this day. You know, it's always competition when you're married to another athlete.
Yes,
so no matter what we do,
makes that very
it's competition.
Clear.
Yeah,
that's right, no doubt. What have you learned about this business doing this?
Oh, well, it's fun. I always wanted to be a broadcaster, so
Good.
Just talking about football is very easy. Just
well,
get up here and just let loose.
You speak well, and you're very good looking, so I'm sure you'll have a career in this someday, right?
Appreciate it.
Let's make sure that doesn't change. All right. Okay, so let's go back to the start of the 2014 season. You guys started off 2-0, big wins at Chicago in overtime. You come home against Miami, some good memories. Fred Jackson, the stiff arm in overtime, right? CJ Spiller, the kick return. Just talk about how it was to start the season on such a high note for you guys.
It was great, especially on week one going to Chicago. They had us as a 23-point underdog, which we thought was outrageous. So to go in there to get a win, no matter if it was a win is a win, even if it's overtime where you win by 1 point at the last second, a win is a win. And to go up there and get that win at Soldier Field on opening day was great.
And then obviously after a couple losses there, they decided to make a quarterback change. Kyle Orton comes in for E.J. Manuel, so a lot is swirling around the team. How did you guys keep your head all about you through all of that turmoil, knowing here we are 4 games in and we're already making a quarterback change?
Well, for us, we always knew we only control what we could do on the defense side of the ball. That's what, when that change happens, Forrest came in there, he made that very clear, like, hey, it doesn't matter what goes on the other side of the ball. We got to make sure we control what we control. We just took that upon ourselves and was like, we just got to go out here and play together and play fast and physical, and that's what we did all year.
Before I get into more of the games, Kyle Orton, he retired on Monday. He announced that he's going to leave football again. I think it's for real this time. Last year was more of a business thing that went on with the Cowboys, but he's going to step away. He's 31 years old, 10 years in the league, going to spend time with his family. Did you know anything about this personally, and what's your reaction to it now?
Well, I didn't know anything about it. I mean, Kyle's a real good teammate, real good guy in the locker room. I know every time I see him, I say, "What's up, 1-8?" Even on Sundays, I would like sling it 1-8, let it go. And,
he's a good guy too.
Right, he always behind the defense. He always come down and give us high five, man. It's just great. I mean, there's a guy, he's a proven guy in this league, and to see him be able to walk out healthy and on his own terms is great.
I agree with you 100%. When you see somebody play 10 years in this league, after everything we hear about with football and things that go on, and you see a guy that wants to go spend time with his family after 10 years, I mean, you can't have any ill will towards anybody doing that. That's what you want to do, right?
Absolutely.
That's the goal.
Exactly. I hope I can be able to do the same thing after 10 years.
And I think, I hope your last year you can make $8 million like him as well, and walk away and make sure you spend time with the family like that. All right, and then just on a side note, you just said how he is with the group. I noticed that EJ Manuel's like that on Sundays too. EJ's into the game. He's very much in the game. Tell us what EJ does throughout the week and how he interacts with you guys and how you've seen him come along since he got benched, basically.
Well, we kind of, ever since he's been scout team quarterback, he always trash talk, especially 7-on-7 drills. He loves to trash talk against the secondary. I don't know why, but I mean, it gets us hyped because we always want to make plays on him. He want to make plays against us because we're a very good defense. So, I mean, he challenges us. It's never a relaxed day in practice because EJ's gonna come and compete no matter what it is. We could be running. Run play action. It could be a run play. He may want to keep the ball himself and scramble against us just to test us a little bit. So I mean, he's a great guy at practice, and then on the sideline, he's another guy that encourages. In general, the whole team encourages each other. No matter if you're the snapper, or the kicker, or you're a backup, it doesn't matter. We're all out there together.
So you think you've seen this guy in practice? You think EJ still has a good future in this league?
Oh, absolutely, especially going against our defense every week.
All right, before we wrap up this segment, let me talk about two more wins that happened. One, you had an interception in. That was the Jets game in New York. You guys really went after their quarterbacks. And then the other one was right before that, the Sammy Watkins play at the end of the game. Chris Hogan with a big catch. Sammy, very good, big 2 weeks for you guys right before the break that had to feel good.
Right. Oh, absolutely. We actually went out there and we tied the quarter. We started off with 2 losses, but to come back and finish strong going into a bye week was great, man. We just small things like that. Coaches just trying to always remind us, like, don't take the week off even though it's a bye week. Just reload, refocus yourself. Everybody in that locker room has to be accountable for that. And I believe next year is going to be even great.
All right, well, we're going to talk about next year in a little while, but I want to talk about the game of your career against the Cleveland Browns. When we come back, a couple of interceptions for this guy. I still think he should have been the AFC Defensive Player of the Week out there in the NFL, all right? So we'll talk about that when we come back with Danorris Searcy. We're at Danny South Restaurant here in Orchard Park. All right, welcome back to Out of Bounds, presented by Ghostline Entertainment. I'm Sal Capaccio, along with Danorris, Searcy of the Buffalo Bills. 26-10 back on November 30th against the Cleveland Browns. John Murphy said it on the broadcast. He said after your second interception, you probably didn't hear it, Danorris Searcy's playing the game of his life. Man, you had a great game that day. I mean, that had to be something special for you. I know Kiki said you should have had a few more, but hey, we'll give you 2 interceptions. How nice was that feeling to help your team win by contributing that much to a game?
Oh, man, it was great, man. It was like when your number is called, you ever step up and perform and help the teammates out. I mean, it's an awesome feeling, especially when you want to do it for the guys like Kyle, who's been there a while. You want to do it for guys like Fred and Mario, guys who've been through the struggle, and they want to just come out. They come out every day and give their all and compete, and they want to win. So to be able to help those guys out and to see the look on their faces when they come up to you and appreciate you and that's how you do your job. Everybody holding each other accountable, man. It's a wonderful feeling.
Then after the disappointing loss to Denver, a lot of people buried you guys, but you showed that you could bounce back and had a lot of character. You come home against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, and really, I would say the biggest regular season win for this team in a decade. And is that the biggest regular season win for you in a Buffalo Bills uniform against Green Bay?
No, I had to say my rookie year,
New England?
Week 3, New England.
Yeah, people would probably agree with that. That was pretty big too, right?
Absolutely.
But beating Aaron Rodgers in that spot was a pretty big deal for you guys, and it showed that really a lot of character in that group because you did have a pretty tough loss on the road the previous week.
Right. This shows how strong that group of guys is in that locker room, how well that coaching staff prepares us. And when we come out there and we play together, no matter who's at quarterback, we can play with anybody. We showed that the week before with Peyton. We held him to 0 touchdown passes for the first time, and nobody knows how long. And then to come out there and do the same thing against Aaron Rodgers, 2 future Hall of Fame quarterbacks is great.
Well, obviously there are no playoffs, but you guys cleaned out your lockers on Monday, and you have to look forward to next year. But I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up and let everybody know, big shout out to our former co-host, Arthur Motes, who will be playing in the playoffs for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So good job, Arthur. Congratulations on your AFC North Division Championship. So we'll be watching closely and rooting for you. But that's right. That's nice for him and Chandra. They're having a boy, so that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, congrats.
So congratulations, no doubt. Well, what happens next for you? First of all, let's back up. On Monday, did you do an exit interview with the team, and can you give us a glimpse of the things you talk about in an exit interview?
It's emotional. Everybody coming there to clean out their lockers. You ask each guy, where you gonna be, Like, okay, if I'm down there, I come see you.
Right.
We always tell the rookies, hey, this is your rookie year. Take your helmet, take it around to everybody, let them sign it. This is your first. It was your first time.
You get to keep
in
the
NFL.
helmet like that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They give you a helmet every year. And George and Andre Davis, they told us when we grabbed our rookie helmet, let everybody sign it. This is your rookie helmet. This is something special.
I don't mean to be flippant about it, but it's like a yearbook when you're in school.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
you want,
much. But
right?
It's the opposite. Your yearbook, you get to sign your senior year.
That's right.
This
one you do your
NFL,
rookie year.
you do it your rookie year.
That's
It's
pretty
your
cool.
first official year in the NFL. So
I like that.
it's a great feeling, man. And then to see those guys like, well, if we get y'all to sign it, I was like, yeah man. It's
Did you meet with Coach Marone, Doug Whaley? Who did you meet with today? Anybody?
I met with Whaley and I met with Marone. Both good guys. Both show high interest. We just gotta wait and play it by ear and see how it goes. At the end of the day, I gotta make the best choice for my family, my wife Kiki and our daughter. They're my main obligation, and that's what I gotta take care of.
And that's of course what you're going to do. Did they express interest in keeping you, and did you express interest in staying in Buffalo now that your contract's up?
I can't talk about all that.
Okay, no problem. Would you like to stay here?
Of course, of
All right,
course,
there you
yeah.
go. All right.
No
Well,
doubt.
we'll hope that they express the same interest. All right. That's
right.
where we'll go because we want to keep you in Buffalo. All right. So that being said, there is a window for you to go out there and explore the market. And have you thought about that? Have you thought about playing somewhere else and what that's going to be like, or are you not there yet?
I'm prepared for worse. I was talking to Kiki earlier. I was like, man, it could be a lot of changes, or it could still be the same. We don't know. We won't know until it officially gets here. We're just gonna take our time and just play it by ear.
Well, of course, there could be changes in the organization as well. One of the changes we hope does not happen, Jim Schwartz. Kyle Williams said in the locker room he's going to chain Jim Schwartz's car to the parking lot so he doesn't get a head coaching job somewhere because he loves playing for him so much. So
Absolutely. I take his tires off.
Right. If you come back to the defense, which obviously we hope, how big would it be to have Jim Schwartz also calling that defense for you guys?
Oh, it's going to be crazy. I believe everybody's seen what he can do with this defense with just 1 year, and if they can keep everybody together and even keep the coaching staff together, man, the sky's the limit. We already see that we can compete and play with anybody. So we just got to put a few pieces here and there together, and I mean, who knows what this team can do.
All right, well, Danorris, Searcy, Jerry Hughes, and Brandon Spikes, the three biggest pieces we'd like to keep back together, and Jim Schwartz as well. What else, as far as the 2015 season is concerned? Looking forward to Danorris Searcy. We'll talk about personally in the offseason. What is he going to do? How's he going to spend his time? We'll talk about that when we come back to Out of Bounds, presented by Ghostline Entertainment.
Skip the retailer, forget the wholesaler. Buy your diamonds where the pros buy. Come to Diamond Cutters of Western New York and see our brand new 4,400 square foot office showroom. We were the very first diamond cutting operation in Buffalo. We have the largest selection of loose diamonds in Western New York and have our own in-house custom designers. Our experienced staff can help you choose or custom create a jewelry design that fits your personal taste. Buy where your favorite players buy. Buy direct from the Diamond Cutter.
Welcome to Exterior Salon and Spa. We invite you to come in, enjoy, relax, and restore, serving you with the finest in traditional and modern techniques from around the world. Our stylists don't follow trends. They interpret and adapt cuts and colors for your individual lifestyle, while integrating the latest looks and in-hair fashion. Pamper yourself with our professional nail treatments, our European facials, or a relaxing massage. Exterior Salon and Spa. Share the experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Bova. Bova Family Chiropractic has been serving the Western New York community for over 20 years. Our professional staff will welcome you to a friendly environment. We specialize in acute and chronic pain for work injuries, motor vehicle accidents, and sports injuries. Full X-ray facility is on site for immediate treatment. We also provide preventative care with a licensed massage therapist on staff. Most insurances are accepted, including Medicare. Call today at 675-4134.
Out of Bounds is brought to you by Diamond Cutters of Western New York. Buy where the pros buy. Buy direct from the Diamond Cutter. Exterior Salon and Spa, the finest in traditional and modern techniques. Savor the experience. Bova Family Chiropractic, 1953 Ridge Road in West Seneca. Feel the healing hands. Stumps Gymnastics Center, 2187 Worley Drive in Williamsville. By Montebaro Heights, luxury senior apartments from the Brothers of Mercy. By Flixtures on the web at www.etsy.com/shop/fixtures, and by Buffalo Battleground Airsoft Arena and Store, providing birthday parties, walk-on play, and gaming 5 days a week.
All right, welcome back to the final segment of 2014 here on Out of Bounds. I'm going to get emotional probably because, man, it's been great spending time with you. I really, it's been awesome getting to know you, becoming a friend of yours, you know, and I appreciate that. And you've been great to me, and you've been great to all these people here every week. And you bring a guest in, you guys sign autographs every week. Do you enjoy interacting with the fans like that?
Absolutely, it's just something different. I mean, obviously y'all can't be down on the field with us,
Right.
but to come outside our element and come out of the community and rap with you guys and sign autographs, take pictures is great.
I get to be on the field with you guys, and it's fun, and it's exciting. It's cool out there watching some of you guys work and do your, work your craft.
Somebody need to put a camera in the locker room. If y'all can see like what goes on in the locker room, y'all would love us even more. Like,
So let's say you came back and they said, I think I asked you this earlier, but Hard Knocks says we want the Buffalo Bills. Would you like that?
yeah, I would love it.
You'd like to
I
be?
would love it. Y'all get to see like the different characters on the team. Like, I mean, you see it a little bit through like our Instagram posters and all. But if y'all can be in the locker room, first off, you got like 6 different radios going on at one time. So
Well,
it's like,
so who's in charge? Who like says, wait a minute, this is what we're listening
well,
to?
Mario tries to be in control. He has the biggest sound system, so he'll try to turn it up, and then somebody distract him. We'll go turn it down. Like, hey man, you got to share with everybody else.
What does Mario want to listen to?
Some days, I mean, he'll switch it up. Like, I know one time we walked in for walkthroughs, and he had like jazz playing.
Oh, wow.
One time during training camp, he had opera playing throughout the hallway. And
Mario Williams.
And that's when I went in his room with the opera. I went in his room and was like, you really need to turn that off. Like, don't nobody want to hear that. And he told me to get out of his room.
All right, tell me a player on the team that you didn't know too well before the season started, but by the end of the year, like, that's a cool cat right there. I didn't know anything about him, but now I do.
I would have to say Booby.
Booby, okay, yeah,
Oh my
Booby.
God.
We love Booby. Tell me
Like,
about Booby a little bit.
Man, first off, Booby's a character. The stuff he says in the locker room on game day, you try to keep a straight face, try to be serious, but when he says it, you'll start laughing. I like Duke sits beside me, I tap Duke like, did you hear what he said? Like, what is he talking about? And then we just get to laughing, like, man, because Duke be like, man, that's just Booby being Booby, leave him alone.
You guys are pretty tight though, man, right? I mean, it's like family in there. I've been in that locker room. It seems like a tighter locker room than any of the ones that I've been into over the last few years, and you've been there all those years. This seems a little different to me this year.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I said, the characters we have in this team is awesome, man. Like, if you want to ever see an extreme debate between two guys, Pair Brandon Spikes versus Boogie Dixon.
Oh, is it political? What is it?
It doesn't matter the topic.
they just wanna argue.
They will argue any topic.
all right.
As soon as we land, in whatever city we play, as soon as we land and we get on the bus, they arguing. From the time we get on the bus to the hotel. To the hotel, to the stadium. Then after the stadium, back to the airport, they arguing. Then we on the plane, they're still arguing. Sometimes it be about the same thing. I'm like, y'all like came to an agreement yet? And it's like, no, nonstop. They're always arguing about something. Even on the practice field, they arguing about something.
Well,
no matter what it is.
That reminds me of our locker reporter, Vic Ace Vito, and myself. We're always arguing at dinner here tonight, and he's done a great job. So we want to thank Vic for a great year, doing a great job here at Ghostline Entertainment. Also, Brian Jopp, our owner, CEO, along with Mike, they do a great job as well. He's here every week. He's the guy that's setting up. We got Mark over here running the camera, who's always giving me the cues, and we got Austin back there working all the sound. So I want everybody to give them a round of applause for all their great hard work this year. Thank you very much. All right, so what's going to happen in the offseason? What are you going to do, man? You got plans, vacation? Where are you going? Where's Kiki? Or does Kiki just giving you a to-do list every day?
Well, the first 2 weeks, I'm going to be in the cave. I'm just going to sleep.
All right.
Then after that, I started back moving around a little bit, probably swimming and spin classes, hot yoga, just get my body back moving, and then just main thing, just spend time with the family.
When do you really get into it, like weightlifting and sprinting and things like really kind of start amping up so you're ready for training camp?
Well, I do a lot of running in January and February. I probably won't start hitting the weights until like beginning of March. Just so I don't want to jump right into it, and tear or pull anything. So I just make sure my body is loose and my body is back relaxed before I start lifting.
Now they'll give you some things to do in the off season, weight training, things like that. But you also have to have your own regimen. So do you have a trainer? Like, how does that work?
Oh yes, I have a trainer in Houston. I don't know if you guys remember from earlier in the year. Me and Jerry Hughes work out together down in Houston. So we both have a guy down there. I think the same guy we work out with. He trains Adrian Peterson, Trent Williams. Marcus Cole. So we have some great guys down there. It's a small group. It's an effective group. We do some weird stuff. I know last year was my first time, and some of the stuff we did I haven't done since high school. So it was great going back to old school training. And it paid off this season. So I'm definitely gonna go back and work out with them again.
All right. Well, listen. Here's the deal. You're gonna sign back with Buffalo, and you come back here, and you're gonna be a co-host for the second year on this show. All right. We're gonna make that deal. All right.
Absolutely.
Danorris, Searcy, thank you. What a great season we've had here. We thank everybody who came out each and every week here at Danny South Restaurant. Thank you so much to Danny for having us every week. I'm Sal Capaccio for everybody at Ghostline Entertainment. For Danorris, Searcy, his wife Kiki, and everybody, thanks for tuning in this year, and we'll talk to you next year.